Hello everyone, we will continue the topic Web Dynpro ABAP and we are covering OTR as a part of translation methods. And in the previous video, we covered one of the important point, how you can bind OTR text with the layout element. You need to simply write $OTR colon and name of the alias. So in that case, whatever the OTR text is there, it will simply binded or it will display. Now, so many people ask this particular query. Can we achieve same to same requirement by writing the code, by writing the logic? Yes, that is also possible. And whenever topic will proceed, you will realize maximum time we need to write the code only to get the OTR text and bind. Yes. So we will simply achieve same to same requirement by writing the code. And whenever topic will proceed, you will realize, yes, many times we will simply write the code to get the OTR text and bind with the various layout elements. So what I will do, I will simply remove this because now we will write the code. We will achieve same to same requirement using the code. We'll write the logic. I will remove. I'll just save this. Now I will simply go for date. I will remove this. Now we'll go for save. Now these sales document and created on is coming from data element. I'm activating this. Now customer is saying customer want document number and customer want date. So one option I already showed you, yes, you have OTR text, you can simply write in the text property and they will display. Now, if you want to achieve same to same requirement using the code, you can write the code also. And whenever we will proceed, you will realize writing the code has so many advantages because it is everything in our hand at that point of time. Suppose I will simply go to context of the view itself and I will take two attributes here. One for the label of document number, one for the date. I will take two attributes. Now I will declare two attributes at the view level itself because those are local attributes to this particular view. So I will simply declare in the view itself. I will right click, create attribute. Suppose I will simply write text underscore document number, DN. Suppose I will take the length as suppose I will take 25, char 25. Char 25 is a SAP predefined data element. I'll just check. Does this exist or not? Because see, document number is anyways 20 or 21 characters if I will say. Translation also will go up to 25. So I'll simply check this data element. Is this exists or not? Yes, it exists. It has a domain of character 25. I'll go for OK. Now I will declare another attribute. Create attribute. Suppose I will simply write text underscore date. Date anyways very small date or datum. So I'll take suppose character 10. Character 10 again SAP predefined data element which has a domain of character 10. I will go to layout. Now I will firstly bind this with the first attribute, text property. So what is our first? This is text underscore DN. Now I will simply bind this with our second text underscore date. I will activate. So we binded these two attributes with the text property. In the previous case, you simply put $OTR colon alias name. So it displayed yes. Now what we did, we simply took two attributes and we binded with the text property. Now we will simply fill this. Now we will simply go for the logic. Whatever we are getting, we'll simply pass this to these two attributes. Yes. So now one of the, again, I'll say revision itself. Whenever I will run this Dynpro application, whenever I will run this, because we need to write the code. Now we need to check where we will write the code. I'll simply log in. I'll just wait. It is taking some time. I'll just wait again. I'll just check again. I'll run this application again. I just want to convey that we'll write the logic in WDDOINIT method, because that method is calling. Okay, I'll just log in again. Sorry. Yes. I will go for same to same application. You all know we have a WDDOINIT method. It is just like a initialization method, which is calling before displaying a particular view. Suppose if I will simply go to methods, we have a method WDDOINIT. If I will put a breakpoint here, this method calls before displaying a particular view. Suppose if I will run our Dynpro application, so this method will call first, then our view will appear. Now I think it will allow me to log in now. At that time it got disconnected. Now firstly, control will go to debugging mode. Now you can see control is in debugging mode. Firstly, init method is calling. Then our view is appearing. Now we want labels, document number and date. It means before that itself, we need to write the code. Yes. So we will write the logic in WDDOINIT method. Now I will go to WDDOINIT method. I'll go to change mode and we will write the code. Yes, before writing the code, yes, we will discuss one of the important class and we will use that class method to get the OTR text. Those who are working in a project in Dynpro ABAP, they will see so many places the use of this particular class. The name of the class is CL_WD_utilities. If I will display this particular class, in this class, we have a method, get OTR text by alias. It means we will simply pass the alias name. It will return the text to us, whatever the OTR text is there. So we will simply call this particular method. Widely used class. Now, if you see this particular class, this particular method, it is a static method. Whenever a method is static, it means there is no need for the object. Yes, we can directly call this particular method with the help of class. So now I will simply call this method. I will go to pattern. I will go to ABAP object patterns. What is our class? CL_WD_utilities. Now I will go to methods. Get OTR text by alias. I will go for OK. Now you can see equal to and greater than key. It means the method is static. Now we will pass the alias name. Yes, we have a alias. So what is our alias? I'll simply copy from that transaction code SOTR underscore edit. I'll go for text search. This is our alias. This is our package. This is our alias. This is our alias name. So I'll pass the alias name. And yes, I'll simply go to language. Language will always pass the system language, langu. You all know it's a system variable for the language. Suppose as of now, I have logged in into English, so it will automatically take en. Now it will return the text. Suppose I'm writing lv underscore suppose text for document number. What is the type of this? I'll simply double click and check the type. I'll go for yes. Yes, alias underscore text is of type string. Now I will write data lv underscore text underscore dn type string. Now into this particular variable, we will get the text. What is the text? Document number, OTR text. Same way, I will go for another. Now this time I will go for changing the text, changing the alias, sorry. Now what is our alias for that date? Our alias for that date is this. Now we will simply get lv underscore text underscore date. I will declare lv underscore text underscore date type string. Now into these particular two variables, we have the OTR text. Now how we will bind? Yes, if I will go to layout, how we will bind with this layout element? You all know, yes, this particular text property of the layout, we are using this particular variable, we are using this particular attribute. This is binded to our first label. This is binded to our second label. So what I will do, I will simply set the value with these particular attributes. Now, what I will do, you all know we need to go for set. I will go to pattern. Sorry, I will not go for pattern. I will go for Dynpro code wizard. We need to set. We need to set which particular attribute. We need to set text underscore dn. I will go for OK. Now I will simply put that declaration at the top. And now we will simply replace. You will understand very easily, yes, because so many times we covered this kind of scenario. Now, whatever the OTR text we are getting, whatever the OTR text we are getting for document number, we will simply bind with this attribute. You all know this attribute is binded to the text property, so it will automatically display. Now, same way, I will set the second attribute. I will go for this. Now I will go for set. I will again go for this. Now I will simply, this is a repetitive code. First two lines are repetitive, so I will simply remove the repetitive code. This is also, I will remove the comments. I will remove the comments. I will remove the comments. Yes. Now we will simply go for, this is a repetitive code. This data declaration, I will put at the top. Now we will simply bind. Now But we need to bind with this attribute, this one, because into this variable, into this particular thing, particular variable, we have this particular OTR text. And we are binding with this attribute. This attribute is binded to the text property. Now I will check the syntax. Okay, LV text DN already declared. Okay, it's already declared. So I'll just simply remove these two. Yes. I'll check the syntax and I will activate up to this level. So what is the summary of this particular video? Again, important video, and those who are working in Dynpro ABAP, they will see this class, they will get familiar with this particular class. Now into this video, we are achieving same to same requirement by writing the code, by writing the logic itself. In the previous video, how you binded the OTR text with the layout element. Simply, you went to the text property and you have written $OTR colon name of the alias that it displayed. Now we are achieving same to same requirement by writing the code. So what I did, I simply took two attributes. I binded those two attributes with the text property of the label. These two labels I binded those attribute with the text property of these labels. Now you all know WDDOINIT method. This method calls before displaying a particular view. It means before that itself, we need to write the code. Now SAP provided one of the important class from the interview perspective. Anyone can ask, yes, which particular class you used to get the OTR text. So we have a class CLWD utilities. This is the method name. You can pass the alias, it will return the OTR text. You will pass the alias, it will return the OTR text. Now these OTR text, you need to bind with those labels. Yes, previously you have simply written $OTR colon, but now you have two attributes. So we have used the set operation. Now we have simply binded the OTR text with these attributes. These attributes we binded with the text property of the label, so it will automatically display. In the next video, we will understand each and everything in the debugging mode. So if some confusion is there, it will be automatically clear. So that's it in this video. Thank you.